everyone, welcome to the Captain Drone YouTube channel. My name is Steve, and in this episode I am going to give you the information you need to pick the right drone for you. We're going to begin with only two drones because I want to compare apples to apples, vice apples to oranges. So I have the AVATA 2 here and the AVATA 360 here. If you are the type of person who likes to fly with joysticks, looking at your phone or a display on a screen, then the AVATA 360 is for you. If you are the type of person who hates editing video after every flight you take, you just want to film something and use the video right off the camera, then the AVATA 2 is for you. But if you love editing videos and being extremely artistic and creative, well, then the AVATA 360 is for you. Now let's get into what you want to film. Big difference between the two drones depending on what you want to film. So say you want to film stationary objects, buildings, like things that are just stuck on the ground, or you want to film things that are moving slowly, like people walking, cars moving, boats, not speeding, going in a straight line. AVATA 2 is best for that. On the other end of the spectrum, say you want to film multiple objects and all of those objects are moving all over the place. Well, the only drone on the market that allows that right now is the AVATA 360, as well as the anti-gravity A1, but we're only talking about these two drones right now, so the DJI AVATA 360 wins. If you want a drone with active track or point of interest, the things you have on your DJI Mini or Mavic, well then the AVATA 360 has it and the AVATA 2 does not. If you hate drone prop noise, that really irritating prop noise, well then you're out of luck. They're both irritating. If you want to fly really close to objects, like trees, buildings, people, things moving around without crashing, well then the AVATA 360 is for you because it has 360-degree obstacle avoidance. There is utterly no obstacle avoidance on the AVATA 2. If you wish to film indoors inside a building, well, both of these drones have prop guard, so they're both good for filming indoors. If you wish to take one of these drones on vacation with you, well, then the DJI AVATA 360 is the drone for you because it comes with quick shots. If you live in an apartment or condo way up in the air and you want to fly one of these drones off your balcony and then hit return to home, or when the battery gets low, have it come back and land back on your balcony, then the AVATA 360 is for you because it has advanced return to home. It will take off even inside your condo or your apartment, fly out your patio door, and it will actually come back and land back inside your apartment. If you want a drone with really long flight time, well, shop elsewhere because both of these are around the 20-minute mark. If you need a drone to film at night, well, the AVATA 360 is designed to film at night. It actually even has LiDAR so you can't crash into objects at night, and it does have a pretty good aperture on the camera, both cameras 360, to film at night. If you want to get the best drone out of these two with the best image quality, which one would you get? Well, honestly, for sensors and the way they operate, they're very similar. I don't think if I put videos side by side or back to back in any scenario, changing field of view, you would notice a difference. They're very, very similar. But if we're just going to go on specifications of the drones, then you have to go with the AVATA 360 because the specs say it is 8K at 60 frames per second. That's 8K resolution, whereas the specs say this one is 4K at 60 frames per second. However, you can take that 8K and when you put it on YouTube or you send it off, you're pretty much going to downsize it to 4K. So you're going to end up with 4K 60 here, 4K 60 here. So in the end, they come out the same. But when it comes to photos, you can't beat the AVATA 360 because the photos are enormous, like 120 megapixels, because they're a 360-degree photo that you can crop to any size you wish. So this wins in the photo world. Now, which one of these drones has the best transmission for the farthest range and the least amount of interference? It would be the AVATA 360 because it is a new one. It's using OcuSync 4 Plus, whereas this is using OcuSync 4. However, if you're a newbie and you read the specs on either of these drones, they're going to give you some ridiculous range like 20 kilometers, close to 20 kilometers. Don't believe it. The range is based on the battery. The battery can't get you that far, so these batteries only give you about 20-minute flight. So if you flew out and you only had 20 minutes, you got to fly out and have return home, bring it back to you. So you might get maybe 13 kilometers max, 10 kilometers max, 6 miles if we go to miles. It's not going to be super far because of the battery. Which one of these two drones is the best in the wind? Well, they are both level 5 wind resistance, so they're equal. And for those of you who can really fly FPV, acro, manual mode, which one has it? Currently, as of today, the Avata 2 is the only one that comes right out of the box with manual mode. The Avata 360 does not have manual mode. And the last thing would be the price. So the weird thing is, as of today, this has not launched around the world. I'm making this video before this is launched around the world. So when I look at the price of this, and I look at the price of this for what you get, they're almost similar, but as soon as this launches, this has to drop in price significantly. So this will be the better deal for price, and this one will be more expensive because it's the newer model. Also, another thing to mention is, do I have it back here? This one, the Avata 360, you can only get it with the goggles N3 if you want goggles, whereas currently the Avata 2 comes with the goggles 3. The goggles 3 are high-end goggles, and the N3 goggles, these are budget goggles. So, you know, it's difficult to compare apples to apples, oranges to oranges with the goggles. So if you buy the Avata 3, you get the N3 goggles, which are budget, for about the same price as you would buy the Avata 2 with the higher end goggles 3. So these are quite expensive, so they're in the package, so you're getting a good deal. Whereas these are less expensive, they're in the package with the new drone to bring the price down. So there you go. That brings me to the end of this portion of the video where I only compared the Avata 2 to the Avata 360. This is still a very good drone, and maybe this meets all your needs compared to this one. Maybe you don't need the new one. Maybe this one will do everything you want to do. So if that's the case, this should be lower in price in the future. Okay, so with all that information in your head, you should be good to go buy whichever one of these you want to buy. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you in a future video with many more cool product reviews. Until then, I say bye.